Hi, and welcome to my Pilates class this morning. Thank you so much for joining me. So I'm going to go through like the basics of Pilates, and then in my future videos, we're going to sort of do lots of different combinations of each exercise to show that everybody can do it, and it is accessible for everyone. What's really important is that you have sort of like some little bits and pieces of equipment that can be really helpful, because obviously all our bodies are made so differently. So for me, I like to have a little block to sit on, and I find that really helpful for kind of just helping to relax the tops of our legs. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes when you're finding that you're having to sit up really straight, you really feel it in the tops of the legs. So it's really important that we try and sort of like do something about that to try and help us um, try and sort of help relax the legs there. So finding something to sit on is really helpful. Finding length through the spine. Now with Pilates, the breath is, we use the chest to expand with the breath. We hold the stomach muscles in very gently. So you may have heard before, about 30% engagement of the core is what we're looking for, which is absolutely correct. But it's quite a challenge, isn't it? Kind of how do we work out that sort of engagement, how much? So I always say to my clients that the best thing is to pull the muscles in as much as possible, really, really, really tight. And you know that that's 100% engagement. And then relax completely. So you can really relax. You can feel that in the stomach, in your hand. And then you can maybe find halfway, about 50%. Keep breathing deeply, expand the chest with the breath. And then maybe just relax it that tiny little bit more. And that's about what we need when we are exercising, to try and hold those muscles very gently in the body. Like I said, the breath, we try and expand the chest. We try and breathe deeply in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Okay, so we try and keep that flow always breathing deeply in, expanding the chest, and as we exhale, we feel that relaxation through the chest. Okay, so to start with, I'm going to go lengthways on the mat here. And I'm going to sit on my little block there. I'm going to try and make sure we've got enough length for the legs and for our bodies. So I'm going to put a little bit more there. So if you have really tight hamstrings, we might find it more comfortable just to bend the legs in a little bit. Because we're going to breathe in deeply in through the nose, and as we exhale, we're going to tuck the chin. I'm going to walk the hands very gently down towards the feet. And come back up. I'm going to find length through the body again. Deep breath in through the nose. Tuck the chin, inhale, and then exhale. And then inhale. And then exhale. I'm going to keep that movement flowing. My legs are slightly turned down. I've got my heels together, my toes together. I'm breathing deeply. I'm engaging the stomach muscles, so don't let those muscles relax as you go forwards. They're coming up. I'm finding my posture and length through the body. Exhale. 2, 3, and 4, and inhale. 2, 3, and 4, and again exhale. 2, 3, and 4, and inhale. 2, 3, 4. We do 2 more. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, and inhale. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and inhale. 2, 3, 4. And I want you to just rotate those feet round, being aware of your posture, keeping that length, keeping that gentle engagement through the stomach, and try and get the full rotation through those feet. And go the other direction also with those feet. So I sometimes like to add in a little challenge to every exercise class I do. So I'm going to have one foot going one way and one foot going the other. So go opposite directions. But coordination, get that brain engaging with the rotation through the feet. Let's go the other way. With that rotation. It's quite good. It's quite good fun as we stretch through. And then I'm going to keep that length through the legs. And I'm going to reach up high with the arms. So I'm going to breathe deeply in through the nose and curve forwards. Exhale through the mouth. And inhale, lift up. And then I'm going to let the arms press back and open and come center. So we're going to exhale, pull the muscles in. Inhale, toes touching. Exhale, push back. Inhale, center. Lengthen those arms up higher. And exhale, reach. Imagine you're reaching up and over. You're like a gym ball that you get in class. Imagine you've got one of those resting on your legs. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, press those arms back. And inhale, center. When you press the arms back, don't let the body go with you. Can you see that? So the arms go, but the body's not doing that. So just be really careful of your posture. Relax the ribcage inside. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, inhale, reach high, exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, exhale, and inhale, one more time, and exhale, and inhale, okay, to come back to center. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lay down, and what we're going to do is really find out what a neutral spine is all about, all right? So what we're really wanting to do is really find that natural curvature we have through that back. Now, when I lay down, I have quite a big lumbar gap here. It's not ideal, really. And also, when I lay down, I know that my chin is too far back away from my chest. So that's where your blocks come in. So you can pop your block under your head. It's not very thick, so be careful that you haven't got a massive thick block under your head. It's probably not very necessary unless you've got a huge curvature in the top of your spine. Also, you can get Pilates cushions, which you can place under the lumbar, and it doesn't compromise you doing an exercise. It just gives you that support that you need. So these things are there. Sometimes you wonder, oh, is it just a marketing kind of gimmicky thing? Some things are, some things aren't. At the end of the day, if you find it really useful, then it is worth money, spending the money. Now, with shoulder bridge, you want your feet near your bottom, but you don't want them tucked right the way under because it will restrict kind of this opening through the body. So equally, you don't want them away from you. Same time, not right the way tucked under here. So somewhere in the middle would be ideal. When you lay on your back, you cannot see what your feet are doing. So how do you know? They're parallel, right? So start with your legs and feet in the center, always a good way. And then turn your toes out to the sides a little bit, and then take your heels out. And, you know, it's a hard gauge to see, but that's not a bad way of doing it, to get them hip width apart and parallel. Now you've got your lower back away from the floor, and this is called your neutral spine position. So whenever you look at other videos, whatever, neutral spine, oh, what's that we're talking about? It just means your natural curvature within your back, all right? If you have quite a large gap here though, you do need to do a very slight kind of adjustment so your hip bones are level, and that you just have this little gap here, all right? Now press your belly button towards the spine very gently, about 30%, but don't imprint the spine. So this is another mistake people make. They engage, and at the same time as they're engaging here, there's this tilt happening. Can you see that? I've just tilted. It's completely different things that you're talking about. So you can engage, you can relax your stomach. You can see I'm just overemphasizing. There's my food baby there, right? So I'm wanting to engage gently, and this is still here. Okay, right, got that? Now, just to confuse matters, we're doing a shoulder bridge, which means you imprint your spine because you are curving the back and lifting it up, right? So as you inhale, you do a gentle pelvic tilt. You do slight imprint, and then from there you continue that stretch, lifting your body up to the ceiling. Then you breathe in, and then you exhale and you gently roll back down to neutral, maintaining the contraction in the stomach. Keep breathing through this. Inhale, tilt, exhale, lift, breath in. Expand the chest and exhale gently down. Yeah, so it's a nice smooth fluid movement, keeping that going all the time through the body. And this exercise is underestimated so much. Really beneficial for your back, to stabilize your ankle joint as well, because you're thinking about the placement of the weight in each foot. You're not wanting to roll in or roll out. You want that weight really centered, really focus on that. Imagine there's strings attached to your hip bones and they're going straight up to the ceiling. So your upper body doesn't go higher than the hips, yeah? Keep that nice and level. And then gently curve the spine back down, and your knees are in line with the hips, in line with the feet, hopefully, fingers crossed, yeah. Breath in, tilt, exhale, lift, breath in, expand the chest, and exhale, we roll back down. So that is a neutral spine, that is a shoulder bridge. Leg extension, working hip flexors, underestimated stretch again, because this all connects into your lower back, your hips, your pelvis, and it's a very nice straightforward stretch to do, but really important. Thinking about engaging, see the leg is straight when I lift it. I don't bring in a bent leg, I keep it straight as it comes up, just for a moment. Can you see it straight? And then I bend it, all right? So just bear that in mind. Exhale, away, inhale up, center. The other foot staying down for now. In my next videos that I'm going to be doing, I'll try and do something every day, right? I will show you progressions of each exercise. So for the time being, let's place that foot down. I'm just going through basics. So important that you get your basics, that you get the technique correct. Now here, I just made a common mistake, right? You switched legs, so you've not really known where you've put that foot down. It could be completely in the wrong place. So what you can do, it takes a second, start again with your feet together, hip width apart, parallel. You go toes out, heels out, right? And then up comes the other leg and away you go. So those really simple things can make a huge difference, because unless you've got mirrors all over the place, you can't see where placement of your body is. And as we're not able to go to studios at the moment, it's really important that you think a little bit more about those technique. Neutral spine, so now you know what that means. Relaxing those shoulders, expanding the chest, and the breath that goes with that. Exhale, away, inhale, lift, and bend it back. So I'm going just a few basic exercises to start with today, and then we can build on that. All right, so these are all our classic kind of straightforward basic exercises, which can be layered and added on to. What I really want you to get a good grip of is neutral spine, breath expanding through the chest, breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then whenever we do any other exercises after that, you can then almost switch off from your technique, because you've nailed it, and you can move on to those more complicated exercises. So laying on your front, this is a really good example of where people hurt their backs. Back extension stretches. Back extension stretches are so important to do, and people do not do them because they go say it hurts their back. And all it is a technique thing, and getting your technique correct. Once you've done it, you're fine. You won't be scared of doing them anymore. And it's normally because of compression on the spine, discs, and hence why people get pain and so on and so forth. Now, when you lay down, what you can do, if you have a block or a towel that you can roll up, what you can do if you get cramp in your feet, which is quite common, I find nearly at least one person in every class gets cramped, pop something underneath your ankles, just above your ankles, between there and not where your knees are, but between your ankles and your knees, pop something underneath and lift your legs up slightly off the floor. Will release any cramping you get in your legs. Hopefully, fingers crossed, right? So you're taking pressure off the knees and the legs. Equally, if you are a larger chested lady, the nicest as possible way I can put this, when you lie on your front, it's not the most comfortable. So what you can do is place a block, or again a towel, underneath the forehead, and this will give you a bit more extra space underneath your body. All right, now turn your toes in and your heels out to relax then your bottom. So again, when you do a half cobra here, your elbows roughly shoulder height, wide of the arms. Can you see? They're off of the mat, either side of the outside of the mat. Lifting through the stomach. Inhale, move the head. Exhale, lift into your half cobra. So I've not gone up very high. Breath in. The elbows are still down. Exhale, down. And tuck the chin under. So draw your belly button up. The mistake people make is relaxing their stomach into the floor. Okay, so you're wanting to make sure your stomach muscles are still engaging. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Do not overextend the neck. Now, what do I mean by that? This, basically. All right, so don't look up. And you can see how my neck is really straining. So you're wanting to be in a comfortable position with the head, and you're thinking of gently lifting the chest. So the movement will come from the head a little, and then you're using your forearms a little to lift your body. Breath in, and exhale, come down and tuck under the chin. Now, please do not relax the stomach muscles. Keep them engaging the whole time. All right, and again, this is a lovely, gentle back extension stretch. No pressure on the back. You know, there's a nice equal stretch through the back. And again, once you've nailed this, you can then do more complicated, or just a bit more a little bit more challenging back extension stretches, or any kind of back extension stretch, because you know then your technique of how you should be. Another example of this, if I bring myself up to this position here, is when you go in, when we go into positions like when we lean into stretches like this. We want the body to stay solid, so we want our tailbone to stay underneath. We want our upper body to stay really level and not lean into the stretch. Do you see what I mean by that? So as we exhale and we stretch through like this and inhale back, our whole body moves with us. We are not doing this. Yeah? See how much compression there is going into that lower back? It's really not nice for us. So we engage gently here. This stays tucked under. We're breathing deeply and we're exhaling into the stretch. Our whole body goes with us, and inhale, come back, and there you'll really feel the quads having a lovely stretch. Exhale and inhale, keeping your feet apart as well. Exhale, your shoulders are not going forwards. Yeah, they're back. It's much nicer position, more comfortable. Exhale and inhale. So once you've got all of these kind of little techniques in place, we can start adding in things. For example, you can rotate an arm. Exhale, knowing your body stays solid. Inhale. Exhale, rotate the other side and inhale. Exhale and inhale. And exhale. So, you just start to add on a little bit on each side. One more, exhale and inhale. And then, just relax back on your feet. If that's not comfortable for your knees, for example, then just sit normally on your mat. And it's very basic exercises that I've just done with you. So many Pilates exercises that you can do, which we will in the future do. So please do subscribe to my channel, and then you'll get all the updates that you'll need to on future videos. So I do plan to sort of do this live kind of video every day. And like I said, we can build on what I've shown you today. We can do more abdominal work. We can add in weights and things like that as well. So there's lots of options. But technique is so important. So many videos out there. I know that super duper doing lots of different things. But if you can't do them yourself, it kind of like doesn't get you motivated. Do you know what I mean? So getting that balance, trying to have a bit of a challenge here and there, as well as adding in that relaxation, which is really important, focusing on your breath, practice, practice, practice. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. So I'll do something tomorrow, probably around lunchtime. We'll do a little video then. So take care and see you soon.